Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hey, hello, my name is Meg and we do crafty things here. So if you like crafty things, please do consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and tuning into another video. So today we will be going a little rogue. We are in an odd spot. I have actually got you in my bed. Don't be weird about it. That is a different website. Get your head out of the gutter. Anyways, we are actually going to be doing a crochet video today, mostly because I do not have a setup going at the moment to do a bracelet video. But I was inspired by another creator here on YouTube to do basically a chaos project. If you are interested in that, then stick around and we will get on to it. So I was inspired by another creator here on YouTube. Her name is Michelle Jezik. She's another Canadian content creator, and we stan a Canadian content creator here. She came out in December and wanted to do some kind of stash busting advent calendar style stuff. And so she came up with the idea of dividing a bunch of her yarn into two color tones, being like warm and cool, and then numbering a bunch of different colors of yarn, and then rolling a die every day up to Christmas to determine what color that was going to be until she had enough colors to complete a granny square. And then after Christmas, she was able to take all those granny squares and put together a tote bag. And I thought this was brilliant because I do want to stash bust. I don't think I have enough yarn in my stash to divvy into warm and cool tones. So I just took a bunch of yarn in similar weight and size and numbered them all. Put all onto a piece of paper. I will show a picture of that page here now so you guys can see what it looks like. But there are four quadrants, and in each quadrant there is 6 different colors. So with that said, we are on to the fun part, which is doing our rolls and making our squares. All right, so I did roll for the week, okay? I rolled for the week already, but this is actually like the first time I've had all these colors in one spot. Technically, last night was, and I tried to record this. However, my tripod was broken, the lighting wasn't quite right. I went out and got the tripod today, and I looked back at that footage and I didn't really like the framing, the setup, the lighting, any of it. So I decided to re-record. But with that being said, square number 1 has already been crocheted. So I am going to insert some footage of me actually pulling these colors and holding them up together. I've not pulled the colors that I have rolled together to see what we get. So let's pull our first square. So for January 1st, on roll 1, I rolled a 4. So 4 on roll 1 is jumbo red. So that's this color, okay? Roll 2, I rolled a 6. So roll 2, 6 is light heathered gray. Okay, I'm not mad at this so far. Roll 3, I got a 4, and that was hunter orange. Okay. I mean, because these are both like in the red family, it's not terrible. I probably wouldn't pick it myself, but it's not terrible. It doesn't like horribly clash. And then the last roll, I got a 1, which is highlighter pink. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is what square number 1 looks like. But this red and this gray is giving very much like the classic work sock vibe, like, you know, like the sock monkey socks. It's giving like that vibe, which I'd never thought of doing a project in those colors before. Then if we take the orange, I feel like it's giving kind of very Canadian outdoorsman vibes. And then you throw that pink in there and that kind of throws it off a bit. But I'm not terribly mad at this square. I think what we're going to do for now anyways, you guys let me know down in the comments what you think. For this week at least, roll 1 is always going to be the center. So roll 1 was jumbo red, so it is in the center. And then roll 2, roll 3, roll 4. And I think I'm going to keep that up for now because it maximizes the chaos. But you guys let me know if you think roll 1 should always be the center, roll 4 will always be the outside, or if the rolls should just tell me the colors and then I put them in the order that I think makes it look best. You guys let me know what you think down below, but that's what I'll be doing for this week. Roll 1, center, roll 2, second row, and so on and so forth. So that is square number 1. Let's take a look at square number 2. And a ball of yarn just fell off. Where did you go? Oh no, I'm falling off. Ah! There's another ball of yarn that has gone to the wilds, but we will find it if we need it. We've got roll number 1. I got a 1, which is Old Blanket Turquoise. Okay, right here. Brilliant. I do really like this color. Roll number 2, we got 5, which I have down as Burnout Robin's Egg. Okay. These colors like go together. Like I'd pick these colors to go together in a project. So far, I'm not mad at that at all. Okay. Roll number 3, we got a 5, which is Cream. Okay. Basic neutral, so that doesn't really change anything. I'm trying to look around the like bracket so I can see the viewfinder because you're in front of a mirror. But there we go. See if I'm in frame and everything. But so far, I'm not mad at this. Okay. And our last roll, we got a 3, which I have down as Botany Teal. Did we just get like the best potential color combo in like week 1? Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make it and we will see what it looks like. All right, here it is. This is January 2nd, our square, and I am pleasantly surprised with this. I'm really happy with this. That is a fantastic color combo, that like monochrome, beautiful, like I would have picked that out personally, and yet our dice have done it. So, all right, off to a strong start. We're only on day 2, and so far these are our squares. Now we're on to day number 3. So let's check it out. Roll number 1, I got a 6, which was Bernat Carrot. Okay. We're not mad at that. Roll number 2, I got a 2. Okay. Oh. And this is the chaos I was searching for. Ooh, we've taken the wrapper off. Oh no. But I know what color it is. We got Burnout Rose or Red Heart Rose. Okay. Okay. Roll number 3, we got Cream. Okay. This is our first double. We just got this on our last square too. Okay. And roll number 4, we got a 3, which is Botany Teal again. I was like, obviously I expect these are going to be used multiple times. I didn't think we would already see like doubles 2 days in a row, but all right. This I'm not mad at. Then we throw this in. It's weird. And it's kind of the same, honestly, it's kind of the same as like a first square. If you went the red, the gray, the orange, I'm not mad at it. If you went red, gray, pink, I'm not mad at it. But it is kind of a weird color combo to have the orange and the pink in it. And it's more weird that it was like, they would all look good together, like separately. And I feel like we're getting the same thing here. Like this would look good together. This would look good together. This is weird. All right, well, let's get to it. Our first color is Carrot. For my granny squares, I am not doing what I consider to be a classic granny square, which is like the way I was taught. I consider to be classic because it's the way I was taught. I am putting extra chains in the corner because I do find it makes it a little more square, which makes them a little easier to sew together into like a blanket. I'm also not doing a magic ring in the center. It's not that I don't like the magic ring, but I'm recognizing that because I'm doing different layers for each, like each round is a different color, there's going to be a lot of ends to weave in. And I find with the magic ring, you do have to take the extra time to like tighten it and make sure you like basically knot it off properly. Otherwise, it can loosen and come open and everything, especially if you're washing and using your blanket a lot. So I will be starting it the way I was classically taught, which is with 6 chain stitches and then slip stitching back into that first chain to create a loop. Then I do 3 chains, and then our first set is going to be 2 double crochets with that, with our 3 chains standing, acting as our first double crochet. Then I'm going to do 3 chains in my corners because I do find that's a nice, that third chain to be a nice point that you can really cinch in and sew in those corners and make them very square. Some people do too. I was originally taught that there was no chains in a granny square. So do whatever you're comfortable with if you're looking to do a similar project. And I'm going to finish off my row with 3 chains and then just slip stitching into the top chain of that first 3 chains we made that's acting as our first double crochet. And there we go. There's our first row. Then our second color was roll 2. The 2 that throw it all off and they're right smack dab beside each other. And carry on. Ugh. I'm not too, like, I'm thrilled because I love that it's actually random, because I don't know about you guys, if I'm doing random, it ends up being like random but not that random, because I naturally try to adjust the colors to actually look pleasing to my eye. But then I see all these projects where they're actually completely random, and there is just something so alluring about the complete and total chaos of the colors and pattern that I love. And so I'm actually quite excited to be like forcing myself to do this and just going by what the dice say. Like, I'm not re-rolling anything. It's just what goes goes, and it's kind of nice. And so I do kind of like the idea of just like roll 1 is always the center. However, I do recognize that means we are going to run out of our roll 4 colors a lot quicker, which I guess I should address because I didn't actually touch on that. I think if any of these colors run out, like a lot of these, you know, like old blanket teal, I showed you guys this, but I've got like 5 balls like this from the entirety of the blanket and just rolled up the different sections individually. So some of these though, like this is the only ball of cream that I have. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I run out of any color, I think I am going to just sub in a different color. And if I run out, I will let you guys know, and I will show you guys what color we're going to be subbing in. But if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. All right, there is row number 2. You know, I feel like I've kind of seen these colors before too, in like some 70s like groovy flower type style patterns. So it's not like super displeasing to the eye, but it is a very odd color combo, I think anyways. Cream. I'm not gonna sit and crochet with you guys for all of them. I figured at least one would be fun, or maybe like one a video we like fully record making it. I don't know. There's options. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to record in the way I feel like recording at the time, I think, and then put it out. All right, here we go. Slip stitching off our third row. And here we are so far. You know, I'm not actually that mad at that. I think what's actually gonna make it weird is the blue, but I really like, I don't know. This might be one of those color combos that like I change my mind once I actually see it together. Oddly, because I really didn't think I'd like it when we pulled it out of the pile. Not gonna lie. I hope you guys can't hear this tripod that I got. The better deal was on the ones with the ring lights, and I thought that would be a better one to get in case I don't want to set up or don't have the room where I sit down to record to set up my other lights. I thought it would be good to get a tripod with a ring light on it again. And this is a nicer one than I had last time. Last time I had just a cheap one. However, this does make a bit of a like whining, high-pitched noise. So hopefully you're not picking that up, because I can hear it sitting here a couple feet away from it. Okay. And an odd change of events. I think the botany teal is what is actually throwing me off on this square. We'll see what it looks like when it's done. There we go. There is day 3. And I have to say, I think I actually kind of like it. I think I like it a lot better than I thought I would. I wasn't expecting to actually like this one. Interesting. Okay. Well, there is day number 3. Day number 4, roll 1, we've got 6, which was the same as yesterday's, day 3. So we know that's carrot. Carrot. Roll number 2, we've got a 6. Okay. Another duplicate. Okay. This is what we're looking like right now. And then I've got roll number 3, we've got down 1, which is, oh. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Okay. I'm being pleasantly surprised by these color combos. Honestly, I was expecting a lot more chaos because I didn't like section things out into like aesthetic colors. I literally just pulled shit at random. Okay, roll number 4. Burnout Coral Reef. Interesting. Okay. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. So I have finished square number 4 now, which is looking like this. This is surprisingly, when we put them together and like held them up, I was like, this might be okay. Because for some reason, these colors all kind of give off similar tones or vibes to me. But I think this may be one of my least favorite ones that we've done so far. So that's interesting. That is 4 down. We have 3 more to go. So let's get at it. Our 5th square. All right, for roll number 1, we got a 5. We haven't seen 5 yet. Ooh, this is our multi. Where is it? Oh, is that the one that fell that I couldn't find? It went to the abyss. Stand by. All right, we got our multi one. I'm excited to see how this progresses throughout the year. Okay, so I'm expecting that our entire row is going to be like the current color it's on, which is like this pinky color that like pretty much exactly matches my fingernails right now, actually. Roll number 2, we got a 1, which we also haven't used this color yet. So that's exciting. We had a few duplicates and now we're getting some new colors again. Where is it? So this is interesting because now we've got 2 colors. Here is Old Blanket Purple that we haven't used yet because our last couple had some duplicates, which early on is a little bit surprising considering the amount of colors in here, but Moving along, roll number 3, we got 6, which is Jumbo Classic Blue. I mean, okay. We're kind of in this very purpley, bluey, dark tone vibe. So what is our last roll? Is the last roll gonna make this rogue? Because like right now, I'm not super mad at this color combo. Roll number 4 has given us a 3, which is Botany Teal. Let's hold it up. Let's take a look together. What do we think? It's all very jewel toned, isn't it? It's giving jewel tone vibes. I don't know how I feel about the Botany Teal and the blue together, but we've seen that a couple times already and we've liked the outcome, or at least I have liked the outcome. So let's go ahead and I'll meet you back here when I've got the square done. All right, gang, here we are. Square number 5. I actually really like this. I really wasn't sure about the Botany Teal and the blue. There was something like, I don't know whether they're just so close that it was throwing me off, but I think I really like this square. It's very jewel toned and I do love jewel toned colors. And it's looking so good. I really love this pink color with this purple too, but I'm actually loving this jewel toned piece. I'm really excited about that one. But I will say, I'm looking at the stack here, very interesting. We've pulled Botany Teal 3 times already. I shouldn't say pull, but rolled, which is kind of crazy considering there's only 5 days there. So, all right, I can check off. I realized that it looked like I was like ready to stab someone, but like I can check off day number 5 then. All right, day number 6, and then actually day number 7 I left unrolled to roll with you guys. So let's take a look at day number 6. Roll number 1, we got 5, which is the same as we got last square, which is our multi. Again, I think we're gonna end up with our whole center being that same jewel tone pink color that we had. But roll number 2 is also a 5. So roll number 2, 5 is Robin's Egg. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Okay. Roll number 3, we have a 5, which is Cream. Here we go. Cream we have also rolled a good few times now. So I guess I shouldn't be so surprised because there's only 6 in each box. So realistically, even though there's 24 colors here, odds of rolling the same color, I guess, a few times is higher. I mean, you can't go wrong adding a neutral to anything. And then roll number 4 is a 1, which is, oh, highlighter pink. I think these are actually, I'm not mad at that. Cool. In that case, I'll get started and come back and show you guys when this square is done, and then we will roll and pull the colors for day number 7. All right, guys, I'm actually quite happy with this square. So here is day number 6. January 6th square. And this is just a really bright and fun colorway, I think. There's something about it that gives me a little bit of like Rocket Pop vibes, like, you know, those popsicles that were like red, white, and then like this kind of blue Kool-Aid color. I'm kind of getting that vibes. I know it doesn't have the red in it, but like there's some kind of vibe about this that's giving me like similar like popsicle vibes. That's what it's reminding me of like childhood popsicle vibes. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting from it. I actually quite like this, but it's kind of funny that we have like very big contrast in the last 2 days, like very dark jewel toned square to a very like light and bright popsicle vibes. All right, so now we're moving on to day 7, which is going to be the final square we do of this video, and that'll be the end of the first week of the year. So I have this little tray here, which is actually just the lid off of a 3-wick candle from Bath and Body Works, and I have this little cheap die out of a game of some sort. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it here. All right, first we got a 4. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, if it's worth showing you or not, but I guess I'll find out when I'm editing. But jumbo red is our first color. All right, second roll. We got a 5. Roll number 2, color 5 is robin's egg. Okay. I mean, I was just talking about Rocket Pops. I feel like all we need is the white now and we've got it. Roll number 3. Here we go. 6 from roll number 3 is Jumbo Classic Blue. I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just not really doing anything for me at this point. But we do have one last roll that can make, break it, or otherwise sacrifice it, I guess. And we got a 2. And number 2 is Coral Reef. Okay, this might be our weirdest, wonkiest one yet. I don't think it's gonna look terrible, but I don't think it's gonna look great. Like it's not really doing anything for me. So I guess we will get it started. I'm gonna go ahead and make this square and I'll come back and show you what our final square looks like. I hate it. Here is day number 7. And I think this might be my least favorite square. Here is our stack. Let's take a quick look over them again. We had this one, which for a long while I was thinking this was probably going to be my least favorite, but that has changed now. Then we went into this and somehow managed to roll all monochrome, which is a whole vibe. Then we got this one where I didn't think the colors were going to quite go together, but I actually am low-key in love with this. Then we had this one, which again, not really my favorite, but like, I also don't entirely hate it. Love this deep jewel-toned one. I wasn't sure if I was going to with the botany teal and the blue, but I do actually like how that came out. Then we had this one, the like popsicle vibes, and then we had this one. So I think if I had to say a least favorite, I think it's this one. I just don't like how the colors went together. Like we were okay, I think, until the coral, and then the coral just kind of threw it off for me. So that would be my least favorite. And then I think my favorite is probably going to be one of these. I'm not really sure which one. I do really like this one, but I do really like this one. So it's going to be one of these. And yeah, I think that's going to close out this week. I'm not entirely sure what my upload schedule is going to be, but I do want to record and post again in 2025. So keep your eyes peeled. And if you've watched this far, thank you so much. I know I haven't posted in a long time, but if you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye.